Today I will be setting 17 diamonds, 1 oval and 16 small marquee, in a ring with a vine-like pattern. Firstly, I use a brass stick with beeswax coating the tip to pick up the stone and measure the seat to determine where to make my cuts. A ball burr will be used to make room for the tip of the marquee diamond. After drilling in for the tip, move the burr up slightly to alleviate pressure when tightening the stone, then move the burr all the way down to the bottom of the setting to allow room for the girdle and belly of the stone. Pause every few cuts to add loop to your burr. This will prolong the life of the burr and produce less heat, which enables clean cuts. Using a soft bristled toothbrush, I remove the metal shavings and particulates from the ring. The next step is to use a flame burr, what some call a bud burr, to open the sides of the prongs to allow for the diamond's shape. Starting with the tip of the flame burr in the hole for the diamond's tip, lean the burr and drag to the outside, then repeat going to the left instead. I use my thumb as a guide and brace for this task. After cleaning the ring again, it is time to start setting the stones. You always want to start from the bottom of the design and move upwards, setting the topmost center stone last. Using tapered pliers, I gently move one of the prongs outwards. Using my wax-tipped stick, position the tip of the stone into the unmoved prong, while making sure the other tip will clear the moved prong and sit unobstructed. Then tighten both prongs by rolling them over the ends of the diamond. There should be plenty of room from the cuts just made to accommodate the fragile points. I make sure not to over-tighten the prongs. I tighten a little at a time, testing if there is any movement in the stone before tightening further. Once the setting of the marquee stones are completed, I need to polish and shape the tips to their signature V shape. The tools needed now are an inverted cone burr, a flat and an angled polish wheel. I am starting with the polish wheel to reduce the height of the prongs to be even with the table of the stones. Next, using the inverted cone burr's unique shape, I carve out and accentuate the interior V shape. A fine file and then a pink angled silicone wheel is used to shape the exterior of the pointed prong. The last stone to set is the center oval diamond. The tools needed here are a diamond setting measuring caliper, a 90-degree or heartstone setting burr, a 120 grit sandpaper file, a fine file, a cup burr and polishing wheels. First, I need to use my wax-tipped stick to hold the stone in the setting to ascertain how much I need to bend the prongs. The key here is to make sure the tip of the stone is not obstructed or touching any metal. Using stone setting tapered pliers, I slowly bend outwards the prongs by holding the entire prong within the smooth surface of the pliers, making sure they are bent at the base of the prong and at the same angle. Now that the diamond sits comfortably in the setting, I need to mark with the caliper on the prong where I will be removing metal. Once the stone is level, I adjust the space between its two sharp tips from the top of the prong to the middle of the stone's girdle. This allows me to lay a scratch for the exact mark on each prong without having to worry if the stone shifts. Next, I use those markings to guide the 90-degree burr, slowly and evenly removing metal to the shape of the stone. The stone needs a little more room to rest comfortably, so I use a flame burr to open the sides of the prongs to allow for the stone's girth. Now the stone will fit securely into the prongs as I tighten the setting. Using the 120 grit sandpaper file, I lower the tips of the prongs flat to the height of the stone's table. Then using the inverted cup burr, I round the prongs tips into domes, and using a polishing wheel, finalize the shape. Here is a video of the ring after a thorough cleaning. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and let us know your thoughts of the video in the comments below.